Hello, my name is Ashley. Today we're going to prepare you very delicious Makdus, it's for the eggplant lovers. All right, now we're going to start. So now what we have to do, we got those little beautiful eggplants. We're gonna make it appetizer for the people who loves eggplants. So now over here I cut all the eggplants head, those are like the stems. We just cut the stems. We don't take the green part, the brown part out, okay? We do not. So we leave it just like this. So we put the water. Just water. What we have to do is we have to boil these eggplants for about 5 minutes. So when it boils 5 minutes, you have the way you feel your hands, your thumb over here. This kind of softness it has to be. Okay, now 5 minutes is done. Now you can see here it's a little soft. The minute we take it out, we have to put them in the cold water to stop that from cooking. 5 minutes is a perfect timing. All right, there you go. You can feel while I'm squeezing, it's like just like my finger softness. I'm not sure if you can see here, like when I'm pushing it. Now we have to put new water because it's already water getting hot. Now we empty the water. So what we have to do now, we're gonna cut the eggplant, little slit like this. Okay, we're gonna slice them all. There we go. We're gonna put delicious stuff in it, but not now. We're just gonna cut them. This appetizer, it's gonna be very delicious. You're gonna do it so many times. All right, now what we have to do, we have to take a salt. We have to rub the salt in it. You can put with the spoon. Don't be afraid that it's going to be salty. It won't, because we have to put this upside down like this, and we have to let the water run down. Rub 2, 3, 4 times your finger into the salt and put that upside down. So what it does, it's going to take all the water and bitterness out, because later on when we do stuffing, to preserve them, it's going to be in the oil, so we don't want any water. So what we have to do this, we're going to fill it with salt, and then we're going to keep it, we're going to put heavy plate on it. We're going to keep this like this, and then we put this plate on top of it, and we're going to put another pan with water like this. I'm not sure if you can see here. And it's going to sit this outside. If it's a cold, as long as it's not hot outside, it's not summer, so we don't want to spoil it. You can keep this in a refrigerator if you have a hot weather. If it's not, you can keep outside. 3 days, it's going to drip and dry all the water. But if you have a refrigerator place, put it there. Okay? So we're going to keep this like this way for 3 days. And then we're going to continue to show you. This is third day now. I want to show you how much water it came from these little eggplants over here. I'm going to empty this here. Okay. I put a pot of water to make it just give a weight heaviness. So now we're going to make the stuffing. So what it is, first let me tell you that you get 1 bell pepper and you open it. And you clean it in, and you put salt in it. So because we need 1 bell pepper, so when you put the salt a night before, and you keep this one corner to make it softer and the liquid to come out, and this is how it's gonna look to you. Very, very soft, like limp. And what you do next day that you have to prepare, let me show you how the liquid even though I squeezed so many times, the liquid will come out. So, which I did, and now I chopped it over here. Let's put this away. And then what you do is you slice them very, very thin, like this, very thin, small pieces. That's what we need. Okay, all right, let's put this away. We're gonna use for the stuffing 1/4 of garlic, chopped garlic, which I did chopped. 1 cup of walnut chopped. Let's put in this plate. Okay, let's put the garlic here. That's what we need. And 1/2 cup of red bell pepper that I told you. So this is what you do. You mix them together. No seasoning, no nothing. This is the seasoning, the garlic, the walnut, and the red bell pepper. Okay. And you don't need salt because it's already, we salted the eggplant. It came out with the juice, but I'm sure inside still will be some salt for you. So this is what you do. And then you stuff the eggplant with this stuffing. What you do is you squeeze inside and you try to close it as much as you can. And you keep it like this. Let's do few like this. And then I will stuff it all and then we will show you what we are going to do. Don't be afraid from stuffing. Why the taste gives you. Okay, the walnut, the bell pepper, the eggplant, they all combine together and it makes it really, really very delicious dish for you, appetizer for you. Stuff it as much as it can take. Okay, this is the last one. Let me finish this up. Always will be there is left over a little bit. You can eat with anything, even with the bread you can eat. So this is how you do it. This is about 19-20 eggplant they are. So what you have to do is you'll take clean jar, wash, but make sure that it's very dry. Now you take your eggplants and you put them sideways. You put them on a side, not up, but not down, but sideways, just like this. And you put them next to each other. Why I'm saying this? Because, and put close to each other. The opening parts, always let it be side. Doesn't have to be the side of the glass. It can be any place, but make sure that you put it sideways. Make sure press them inside. Let it be nice and tight. There you go. Now, this is while it's in the jar. What we have to do, we have to put in a plate. We have to have a little towel under and anything. Nice clean towel. We're not done yet. What we have to do is we have to put this upside down. You keep this for at least a day. You put this now in refrigerator definitely. And we have to let it, any liquid that there is, you might see dripping. If you see it's pretty clean, there is no more liquid, it means it's pretty dry. Okay, so this is the day that we put it the last time upside down, so the liquid will go down. Let's see how much liquid there is. I'm just gonna turn the dish like this. Well, it looks like it was pretty good. So there's no water, no nothing. This is it stayed in the refrigerator. So now what we have to do, we just add the olive oil and forget about it. You just have to make sure the olive oil has to be covered when you leave it outside. Otherwise you put it in refrigerator and when you can start to eat this, 2 weeks later. So it will, all the seasoning and all the good stuff to combine together. Okay, we just have to make sure that it's covered. Because if you don't cover it with the oil, it will spoil. And why we put the towel, the reason is if there is any liquid left inside the wet, what it's gonna do, it's gonna spoil it. It's gonna turn like vinegary taste, and you don't want that. So what you have to do, let it rest. If it goes down, just cover. You don't have to fill the jar, the top, as long as the eggplant is covered, and then you put your cover and you put in a refrigerator. You can keep it outside. You can put in a tight jar. It can stay outside as long as you want, and you can enjoy that way. All right. Thank you for watching again. Bye bye.